What's up, man? Welcome, everybody. My name is Julio.
And I'm Chaz.
Welcome to another episode, number 4 of the Side Project Podcast. Fuck yes, man. Yeah, we got that one good, man. Show me your stroke game a little bit. All right, man. There we go.
All right.
Pound it. You always got to pound it.
Right.
Pounding it is good for you, man.
That's right.
It'll burn off some fucking calories. Just pound it. Pound it out, man. Whoa. All right, so, what's going on with you, man? What you do, man?
I've been watching a lot of MasterChef lately. Oh, look, Mila brought me her toy.
I love MasterChef. I'm very big on Gordon Ramsay, which we actually, when we hit Vegas, we went to his
Yeah, we did. We went to Gordon Ramsay's
burger. Which the burgers were epic, but for being Gordon Ramsay,
and for the price,
fucked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. They messed my burger up. Gordon. They missed my burger. Gordon, you're in trouble.
Gordon. We're gonna tag Gordon Ramsay up here, so maybe he'll see this, maybe he won't.
But he's definitely not.
Point is that we went. The don't get me wrong, the fries were fucking good.
The fries were actually my favorite part.
It was epic, man.
Yeah.
It was a good meal.
The onion
at a
rings
good
were
place.
all right.
Yeah, you know what?
Onion rings were just all right. Yeah. The fries were the best part for me.
Yeah.
I got
they fucked up your arugula or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't put any arugula on my
arugula burger.
Yeah, that was it was like a duck arugula burger or something like that. Yeah. The duck bacon. The duck bacon was okay. Yeah. I do like duck. I like we went to Beer Belly.
Shout out to Beer Belly, man.
All the way out in LA. Yeah. And
which they shut down, unfortunately.
Oh, did they?
Not the whole branch at the franchise as a whole, but that particular
location?
one in Koreatown shut down, which a lot of people were heartbroken over.
I usually get the duck sandwich there when we go. It's pretty good. The duck bacon at Gordon Ramsay's was just all right.
Yeah,
it was just all right. The burger was cooked good. It was cooked to perfection, everything. But like
dry because he didn't have no fucking
again
stuff
because
on there.
I can't have dairy, so the sauce that it came with was dairy. And I had asked for, I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to say that I definitely did, but I think I asked them to substitute
you
the
fucking
sauce.
asked them.
Right?
You asked them.
The sauce for like mustard and ketchup or something, something simple because I can't have dairy. And there was no sauce on it, no arugula on the duck arugula burger or whatever. It's the only thing it had on it. It was the meat, the bacon, and then I think just the arugula.
Meat and buns, baby.
Yeah.
Eat your meat and buns.
I think that's all it was. It didn't have any tomatoes or anything on it. I don't remember exactly. But all I remember, I was disappointed, dude. What did you get?
So we just kind of downplayed fucking Ramsay, right?
No, I love Ramsay. Don't get me wrong.
No, the honestly, the place was good. The fries were good. Which we're talking more about the fries than we are the burgers. At least mine's had some kind of weird aioli on it that was fucking delicious. Like I have no complaints on my side. I know I get it. It's Vegas, high price stuff, but I don't see myself going back there again.
I wouldn't go back again. Not to burger. I would love to try. I've never tried his steakhouses or any of his other restaurants, but I would.
Shout out to that steakhouse.
I would try those though. Yeah.
So
but I've been watching a lot of MasterChef. So basically, I'm
talking about the MasterChef.
I think I'm 7 seasons in. So basically, I'm almost a MasterChef myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm basically there. I'm chopping up tomatoes and I'm like, I got this. You know what I mean?
Julian style?
Oh,
are you
whatever.
Julian in the peppers?
Don't know what that means, but that's cool.
Oh, so how the fuck are you a MasterChef, man?
Don't worry about it, dude. I'm sitting there. I yell at my dog Mila. I'm like, give me the fucking lamb sauce.
Give me the fucking.
That was
onions.
like a weird UK New York mix accent.
Yeah, you just butchered that. I mean, you can't Julian style peppers.
Do your best UK accent. Can you do one?
No, I can't. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm from London, mate.
I'm from London, bruv.
There you go, bruv. They say
from
bruv
London, bruv. I'll come through and I'll stab you in the dick, bruv.
Why you gotta go to the dick for, man? He's obsessed with dicks. So yeah, man. I loved Hell's Kitchens. He's a fucking asshole, but you know what? His food's amazing.
He's good, man.
They don't fuck it up at the restaurants you go to.
He's really only an asshole on Hell's Kitchen. And maybe a couple other like the UK shows I've watched him on YouTube. I'm dead serious, dude.
He's a fucking dickhead.
We've talked about it. Do you have Hulu yet?
No.
All right, good job.
Fourth
on Hulu,
episode in, I still can't afford Hulu yet.
All the MasterChef episodes are on Hulu, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into that.
Yeah, watch them. Get the commercial-free one so you don't gotta deal with the commercials. Super suspenseful. Sometimes I get up out of my chair and I'm like, oh God,
you know what?
Win it, Luca, win it.
And
Luca did win. Spoiler alert.
Motherfucking Hulu eventually.
Yeah.
Not right now.
No, I'm telling you, I'm in there. It's actually inspiring. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I send you pictures of the meals I make sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm not a chef at all. I'm not that great of a cook. He's really not. But I can cook
the shots
good.
The shots of the
things.
food are better than the actual food itself.
It's all good. It's all about the inspiration and like
you know
once
what,
you
though?
look at the food, you're like, wow, that picture looks great. I'm gonna make the food
that I'll give
look
Chaz that he does know how to make really well. That bison cheeseburger bullshit that we used to make all the time.
Yeah.
He makes a really good bison burger.
I love bison.
That's about it.
I put it in my mouth and I chew it and I let it go down my throat hole and into my stomach.
He swallows a lot of things whole.
I do.
We're not gonna touch too much on that.
I left the AC on. I gotta turn the AC off. Talk to the people.
Yeah. So again, he's probably gonna go swallow some right now.
Turning the AC off.
He's turning the AC off because when we start getting older, we start paying for stuff on our own, and that kind of sucks. But this whole Master Chef talk, I love Ramsey. He likes sliding on stuff. He knocks some shit over right now, but that's okay.
Stop that. Stop.
Mila's beating frames over here with her fucking big ass dinosaur tail. So there's that, man. But honestly, Gordon Ramsay, fucking love him. He's an asshole, but
it's like the
he's
middle
fair.
of November, and it's like 80-something degrees in my house.
And that's exactly why I'm wearing a sweater and sweats.
You're wearing the wrong outfit for this weather. It's actually outside. It's not that bad. It's a little hot, but there's a breeze. There's some wind.
All right.
Yeah, we got the lights on. We got a couple lights on today, unfortunately, because usually we like to use the natural light. I like the way it looks, the natural light. Yeah. But it's not that sunny out. It's getting darker.
It's not sunny.
So, yeah, man. Something that we haven't talked about on any of these episodes. What is this, episode 4, right?
Yeah.
Something we haven't talked about on any of these episodes, and we brand the show as a show that talks about music, right? But we haven't said not one thing about music yet.
I think right now would be a good time to get into somewhat of a music talk.
Today's the day. Today is the day, Mila. Today. Say something to the people.
He thinks he can sing. He's gonna lick that fucking mic. Watch.
That's right. She just hit you with that. She hit you hard. It's kind of about music, but it's not really about music in general. It's about a musician / actor. Something that I just thought was weird, man. I thought it was a little weird. Do you know anything about it?
Not too much, to be honest with you. I know he got recently flagged or he's getting a lot of shit for some stuff that was said in one of his family series recently.
T.I. on his podcast. T.I. has a podcast.
Oh, nice. Good guy.
Tip has a podcast. And he made some comments. I don't know if I should read it verbatim or if we should just
kind of run it back. Let him
summarize it here.
Briefly what he said.
He said basically he's got a daughter. And look, real quick, I just want to say something. Like, I'm not here to police anybody or tell them how to parent. You know what I mean? I'm not a parent myself. I don't know nothing about raising kids, man. You know, obviously,
I raise kids. I got plenty of kids. They're still in my sack. I haven't let them out to play or nothing. But the point is that there's still a right and wrong kind of situation.
Yeah, but I'm you know what I mean? Because I could picture. I haven't watched his podcast or anything. I don't even know if he commented on what happened here or not. Yeah. But I'm sure like a lot of people would be like,
rag them and
shut your mouth about me and my family. It's my family. You know what I mean? Yeah. I probably would. But when you're in the spotlight and you're a celebrity, you kind of sign up for that. Yeah, you sign up for, you're putting yourself out there. Not to mention this story that he told. He told it on his podcast.
Not even that. You're fucking putting your family and everything out there.
You're putting everything out there in the open, so people are gonna comment on it. You know what I mean?
Sack out there,
just right out there for everyone to see. Lay him on, put him on the table, like Kevin Hart says. What do you say? Put it on the table. Let him show. Not now. Not on this table.
Oh, I was gonna just drop the sack.
Never on this table.
Not when he's looking.
So if you put yourself out there as an artist, you're gonna get,
you're subject to criticism.
Yeah, you're gonna get shit on your. People are gonna talk about it.
Whether you want it or not.
It is what it is. So I'm not telling anybody how to parent, but I just gotta say that this is fucking weird, man. Yeah, his daughter is 18, and he goes to the gynecologist with his doctor, man. Yeah. And he asks his doctor to check his 18-year-old daughter to make sure her hymen is still intact. We're getting deep into
somebody got deep in
10
there.
minutes in or something.
Somebody got deep.
And we're getting right in there.
Yeah. So he goes, what did he say? Something like, so we'll go and sit down with the doctor, we'll come and talk. The doctor's maintaining a high level of professionalism. It's like, sir, I have to, in order to share information. I'm like, Deja, they want you to sign this so we could share information, etc.
Yeah.
Just
Is
doctor
there anything
talk.
you would want me to know? And I
or
guess
she
probably says no or whatever because T.I. says, oh, see, there's no problem.
Yeah.
But it's like T.I. wants to know that his daughter's not having sex. You know what I mean? And the doctor informs him it could be broken by riding bikes or doing any sort of like horseback riding or certain activities. The hymen could be. This just turned into like a sex class. The hymen could be broken by some sort of physical activity. It's not always sex. Mila.
It's not the physical activity that he thought it was.
Mila.
But the point is,
what are you doing?
He basically wants to make sure that his 18-year-old daughter in this fucking day and age hasn't had any kind of
dude, and
he's actual like, sexual intercourse, etc.
He told the doctor she doesn't ride horses, she doesn't ride bikes, she doesn't play any sports. Just check the hymen and give me back the results. It's like,
at what point do we say
that's a little weird,
man? At what point do we say? I mean, I get it from the standpoint because honestly, I'm like that with my I'm not this situation. I'm very fucking hard on my nieces, on both my nieces.
Yeah, but are they 18?
Not yet.
Are they of age?
Not yet.
Are they adults?
No, it's not. But it's the point. It's the point of it's like he doesn't want somebody to take his daughter's innocence. I get that. I could kind of relate to that.
That's no longer his. His like.
The fuck was that?
I don't know what that was. Was it Mila?
Yeah, that was Mila.
Oh.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not. She's not a kid no more. It's not his responsibility. But then at the same time, she is business. 18. She could have said, you know what? I'm not going with you. If I'm gonna go to my gynecologist, I'm gonna go myself. I'm gonna deal with that situation myself.
Yeah, dude, she's 8. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's got to step up
when you live in a household or when you are dependent on somebody, you kind of have to follow what they say.
I guess.
If you don't want that, then stray away from that.
That's a little intrusive, dude. Like for real, it's a little disturbing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then on the podcast, he goes on to say and let everybody know that his daughter's hymen is still intact. Hold the fuck up. Dude.
Yeah, that right there is crossing the fucking line. Honestly, he didn't need to do that.
That is your 18-year-old daughter,
and you're fucking advertising like my daughter's still a virgin. Like,
but then and then he kind of gets hypocritical when he says, "Who wants a virgin? Virgins are no fun."
So you're pretty much kind of
saying that they're a lot of work.
You're saying that your daughter's not fun, that she's a lot of work, that you're advertising that if she's still a virgin, you want her to be a virgin. I don't know what he kind of sees or thinks is going to happen in this.
What was the point? I didn't watch the podcast, so I don't watch T.I.'s podcast, unfortunately. I'm not dissing it or anything. Yeah. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying I haven't just more on the parental style. I mean,
I guess everybody's different, man. But the thing is that
it's weird. It's intrusive.
She's 18 years old, man.
It's fucking weird to put out there.
She's allowed to make her own decisions. Yeah. She didn't have to go to that appointment, but again, when she's dependent on somebody who's gonna pay for all her shit, then I mean, what do you expect? I just think that's kind of fucking weird.
I know.
Not only that. Okay, so if you wanted to kind of, there's certain subject matters that I still wouldn't put out there myself. Like, I'm nobody fucking famous, but there's still certain things that I'm not gonna tell everybody.
You gotta keep some things private.
Yeah,
you know
dog.
I mean?
Like, why would you fucking put your daughter out there like that? Like, yeah, her hymen's still there, So you guys, you know, there's that.
Careful, she drooled all over herself.
So there's that.
Sorry, my dog is super, like, she wants to go out. She wants to go for a walk and stuff, so she's kind of throwing a fit over here.
I wouldn't put it out there of the whole incident. I wouldn't put that out there. I wouldn't say, hey, I went and I fucking got her hymen checked, and guess what, guys? She still has her hymen.
There's some things you gotta keep private, dude.
I would have not put that out there.
There's some things you should keep private. Maybe he's just like, he's so used to being in the spotlight and somewhat telling all. Because
that wasn't her.
His issues with his wife too were like out there in the open, and he's out there in the open about it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would have been though, dude. I don't know if I would have been. And not at that, you just pretty much told a whole bunch of fucking horny young guys that
your daughter's a virgin.
That your daughter's a virgin, dog. Like, you just put that out there.
It's weird no matter how you spin it, dude.
There's people that are gonna want to be like, oh, T.I.'s daughter, fuck it.
It's weird on so many levels, dude. It makes me uncomfortable.
Even that we're having this fucking conversation, that's a little ridiculous. I think famous or not,
keep some things to yourself.
The internet and the world, social media,
they don't need to know everything. No, man. In a world where we show everything,
shoulders like
they
this,
don't need to know this.
They don't need to know that stuff. It just happens.
Man.
The point is, though, just keep shit to yourself. You don't need to know everything.
Dude. Keeping with social media.
And this is funny, man.
By the time this episode comes out, it may or may not already been happened. In effect. It should have already been. Reportedly, Instagram, which I mean, they've announced this a while ago.
This is from the CEO though, so this might be legit.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen it like on other news reports and stuff. I don't know if it's 100% real. I mean, I've heard about. I mean, this has been talk for a couple months now, though, right? Yeah. And now I hear that it's rolling out as early as next week. Again, by the time this episode comes out, it would have already happened if the dates are correct. Instagram is following through with getting rid of the likes. So all you models, quote unquote, out there,
Instagram models,
yeah, all the content influencers that are doing things for likes and get sponsorships for likes.
You know what though?
I guess that's out the window.
I think in a sense that might be good because that's not what Instagram was intended for in the first place. Yeah. It was a place where people were able to kind of show their fucking skills as a photographer, et cetera.
Originally, yeah, that's what it was for.
But it hopefully will tone down some of the stupidity that's been going on.
That's what I was gonna say, man, because like everyone is so just engulfed in how many likes they get, and people will delete posts and repost them if it doesn't get to the certain amount of likes. Our page, though, yeah. I mean, we're told we don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube podcast and the Side Projekt podcast Instagram and the Side Projekt pod Twitter. But I mean, we don't really give a fuck. Yeah. Not that big of a deal.
Nice little plug, but the point is they're gonna do away with likes. Stop doing that. From what I was from what I was reading up on it, it was more so because of the content that's being put out. Yeah, we're getting a little bird attack.
Do you hear those? Those are parrots.
Little migration.
I'm dead serious. It's a massive group of parrots. Yeah, there goes two of them right now. But there's some more right there. Green parrots. They hang out like over here in the day, and then they go home to the tree, like a couple different trees over here. It's really cool, actually. I know, Mila. A little bit longer, and we'll go for a walk. But everyone's so, you know what I mean? I mean, and I'm not going to lie. I've been a victim of it a few times, too, trying to promote something, trying to get something out there, and it doesn't get the engagement or the reach that I expected it to get or wanted it to get. It sucks because when you are somebody or something or a brand or whatever that's trying to get something out and reach people, you kind of need that push and that support. Yeah, but I
think what happened is
the numbers to show.
I think there was a lot of stupid people that made a lot of stupid shit, like. But not to kind of down certain people, but there was certain people that this is why this is happening.
Yeah, and the numbers aren't everything though, because
the algorithms change.
Yeah, the algorithms are shit. Like for instance, me, I'm shadow banned. My engagement is limited. People are hitting me up, telling me like they don't see my stuff on their timeline anymore. They have to go to my page to see it. And then if you do go to my page, you can see that my numbers dropped significantly from the hundreds all the way down to like the double digits. Even when certain things, certain things were getting thousands of views and stuff, and now it's very minute. You know, it's very minuscule. No. Damn, Mila. We're recording.
She's all up in this.
She's so episode. Bored. But it's like your numbers don't always mean something, because there could be you know an X amount of people that are scrolling through their timeline, their feed, and they see your post and they, not in a sense interact, but I guess they watch it or they look at it and they don't like it and they keep scrolling. But that doesn't mean that they didn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which
and we live in a hateful world where everyone's like, I'm not gonna fucking like this.
Which if you're familiar with how this shit works, anyways, you like something about, you know, Side Projekt podcast. Hey. You're gonna get a bunch of different podcast shit in your timeline or in your explore page.
You probably are.
That's just how it works.
That's how the algorithm works. And then certain things are gonna get pushed out, and those things will be now on the forefront of your algorithm.
So that could also be in a way kind of controlling what's even gonna be put out. Period. For the little people that are starting out, for even for people who have been out there and they just don't want that specific content out. Damn, they're finding their ways to kind of push it out, because just pay attention to how it's working. Pay attention to how many different pages come up. I'm assuming that
you're supposed to still be able to see your own likes, but other people can't see your likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be able to see my likes, but I won't be able to see yours, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So the content that's on there, people won't be able to see the likes anymore. How is that going to work for brands and stuff? Because I mean, we do live in a world where people get sponsorships or this or that, and blah blah blah. Yeah,
kind of like you heard that company Manscaped.
They could you can sponsor us. Manscaped, it's a wonderful product. Have you ever nicked your balls?
Yes, I have, and that shit hurts.
Yeah.
But the point is that there's a lot of companies that get paid off of an influencer.
I'm curious how that's going to work.
Influencer, being able to have a
change
number of
game.
likes.
It's going to change the game a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. There's not going to be
change the game a lot.
There's not going to be a lot of
I'm assuming if
Snapchat premiums being put out because now everybody's going to like them.
I hate that. I fucking hate that, dude. Stop doing. Stop. Just stop. Stop right now. I don't want to pay for your Snapchat premium. I don't give a shit. I hate that.
There's just too much streaming shit that you can watch for free that you don't need to pay
Jesus
for
Christ. Like, it's like a form of, dare I say, prostitution, in a slight way.
I think you're going to hit some buttons there, buddy.
Oh, I'm hitting all the buttons. I'm hitting the fuck you button. I'm hitting the don't fucking need it button. Do we need this? Do we need Snapchat premiums? No. We don't need Snapchat premiums.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not subscribed to any Snapchat premiums or associated with any of them.
I hate that.
But the point is that
there's good people out there working hard to achieve something. And then you get up there and just do this.
Yeah, but you're dogging. Now you're dogging sex workers, man. Now you're dogging them how they make their money.
You gotta get out there and get your money any way you can, and more power to you. But I'm just saying, man.
I think the whole point is that we're to not stray away too much from it. Is they're trying to
limit the fucking likes. Whatever.
They're trying to limit the amount of content or what type of content gets put out.
Yeah, and then speaking of limiting content, Facebook and Instagram are also trying to put a ban or a limit or a flagging situation in use for certain emojis. You know, people use the
the eggplant.
People use the eggplant emoji to represent a certain phallic member of the male species. Mila, do you want to take my spot? Do you just want to sit? You want to sit here?
So there's fucking that. They're trying to ban certain things like I love peaches. Apparently some people use that in relation to ass.
Gluteus maximus.
There's cake, which is ass.
There's different things.
There's a fucking which I don't know if it was a fucking joke and somebody put it up on talking about Instagram. A new emoji that was supposed to be doing this. And somebody said fellas were fucked.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, damn, don't put that bitch out there.
Small ones.
Yeah, which man. The whole point is that again they're trying to.
I think it's kind of dumb. I mean, it's continuing with this regulating and keeping everybody in line. Get in line, be a sheep, follow, order, do what we want, say what we want, act how we want, or we're gonna, get rid of this and get rid of that. I understand to a certain point though. Like as a company, you can, get your terms and agreements and your rules and your regulations and what you want and don't want on your platform, such as YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's up to us to comply to that, and if we even want that out there.
I get it to a certain point, but it's like there's so many things also now that are, I would say, borderlining on your freedom of speech. Like, why can't I put this opinion out? Like for instance, on politics and stuff. I'm not super well versed on politics because I just don't give a shit, and I don't feel the need to ruin my day with what's going on with Trump. Which, by the way, have you noticed that? Like, something goes wrong, like somebody stubs their toe, they're walking at night, and they're like, bam, oh fuck, my fucking toe, fuck Trump, fucking asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is. It blames the president now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, have you seriously noticed that?
There's definitely been. Now, I by no way means, shape, or form support everything that the man is doing.
Yeah, I don't really care.
But he's not the scapegoat for everything that's going on.
No, he's not. He's just the puppet, dude.
Yeah.
He may say some things, and some of these things may be his opinion, but he's just the puppet, man. There are higher powers that are controlling this situation. Not to mention, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this one. Are we just gonna ignore the millions of bombs that Obama dropped? Does anybody not remember? I say I'm not well versed in politics and I don't care, but I'm just saying, and I'm not supporting Trump. I'm not supporting anybody. I don't care. I don't give a shit. To support anybody. I don't vote. Kill me in the comments. Kill me on how you look. I don't care. I'm allowed to have this opinion and it's my opinion, but it's
I respect that.
It's like do you not recall that time when they were supposedly again I'm not 100% well versed, and now some people are gonna be like, well, then don't fucking talk about it, okay? Don't fucking talk about it if you don't fucking know about it, because I know everything about it. Like, you know what I mean? But Obama had dropped a bomb. I was talking about it with my dad recently. There was one of the bombs that Obama dropped on one of those foreign countries in the Middle East, and they thought it was a bunch of refugees or whatever.
It turned out to be a fucking family and shit, right? Turned out to be
kids,
fucking
bro.
Kids, bro.
Yeah,
that's fucked. I think.
And then Obama gets
a lot of people tend
on
to
there
forget.
and does the fake crying that he always did. Like, why are we just ignoring these things? And I'm tired of the whole race thing and the race this and the race that. And I know Trump tends to make it about race too. I get it. And nobody can sit here and go, because of the color of my skin, you're white and you're this, so you don't know. No. Don't judge me, because I got Italian blood and I got Argentine blood. I got Latins in the family. I got Mexicans in the family.
He likes going in Latins
by marriage and stuff. And you know what I mean? Exactly. Latins are the best. And I have that heritage and ethnicity behind me. So don't judge a book by its cover, because I know, since we're getting deep into something we've never talked about on this episode before, you know what I mean? I know there's going to be people that are immediately going to be turned off by the passionate things that I'm saying and my opinions. You know what I mean? But you can have your opinions too.
I just think that people tend to forget a lot of the other shit that other people do.
Other presidents have done.
Just to blame it on somebody else.
They turn a blind eye. Yeah. It's just like I know, again, we're talking about it here on our podcast, and this is something that me and Julio had talked about before that we're not going to bring onto the podcast. So
not too much, because
my
we don't
bad,
want that kind of negative energy.
Yeah, we don't want that negative energy. It's not.
We don't
want to
make it seem like we're promoting that, because we're not by any means.
And it's not what we're about. We're about games and movies and music and positivity and having good times. And you know what I mean? We're aging and we're growing older.
But we also did say that we're going to be talking about different subjects of life,
different things that
me and him talk about. You know,
and this just turned into a quick little sidebar. But I'm just saying, like,
little sidebar,
man, like,
little side project.
I get online and that's like all I see is hateful and negativity towards whites because of Trump and because of this. Stop, man. Stop that shit. Do you know how much happier we all could be if we just stopped focusing on the hatefulness and the negativity all day long? Like, I'm serious, bro. Like, I hop on sometimes and, like,
immediately turned off.
All I see in comments are like hateful shit. She's so bored. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, bro. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, for instance, bro. You tell me, all right? I'm gonna show you something real quick. Okay. And be careful. You might see some things.
Oh shit, man! Come on, man. Why didn't you fucking?
It's all good. Like, tell me if you think we should talk about this real quick before I put it up. Right? Right?
That guy's a piece of shit, anyways, though. That guy's a piece of shit anyway. Yeah. No, see, again.
And then look how many likes that got and how many retweets. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, no, honestly, I think that's just a bunch of... Do you want to talk about it
on the podcast, or we just leave it
I think we should drop it, just because it's going to be a lot of back and forth.
All right, man.
Senseless
Since we were talking about a little bit things about music and stuff, like, I was on Twitter and I was looking and somebody tweeted, laughing my ass off, wow, the Kanye album is so bad.
Because it is fucking trash.
I didn't listen to it, so I can't speak on it, but I hear it's a gospel album.
It's fucking trash.
The person that tweeted that happened to be white, all right? And then in the comments of the tweet, somebody replied a picture of 50 Cent holding up 2 middle fingers and said, "Didn't ask, plus you're white." What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? And it's like, that's the world that we live in, though. It's like, it's so race based. It's absolutely ridiculous. Not everything has to be about race. You know what I mean? Oh, God, it frustrates me so much. And maybe it frustrates me a little bit because of the genre of music that I have tended to do or dabble in or be a part of. And I've witnessed things and been through things myself. You know, and we'll talk about that in a later episode. I plan to have my engineer Taco come on an episode. We'll have a deep music Taco, episode. Man. OG Taco, you know what I mean? He's a good dude, been around for a long time. And we'll have a more centric music episode. But just since we were talking about T.I. and then we were talking about, you know, just different things and Instagram and banning and it turned off to a whole thing, man. But we just stop with so much hate and negativity. We could all be so much happier if we stop focusing on what the stupid ass media wants us to focus on and dividing us. How about we unite with positivity and you tell somebody how much of a good person they are, or you know, or just be a good person, or tell somebody that they look good, not like, hey bitch, I want to fuck, you know what I mean? Not like that, but tell somebody they look good, man. Call up your friend and ask them if they're doing all right for the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, which I tried calling Tony on a previous episode. He's a fucking dick. He didn't answer.
So anyway, man,
that's not the point.
My bad, I went off on a tangent. My bad. I went off on a whole tangent.
It happens, and that's what we're about, man. We're about you being able to express yourself the way you want.
That's a good bring it back, is expressing yourself the way you want. Everybody's got opinions, and when you have a different opinion than someone, they're immediately ready to just fire off in the comments and tell you how much they hate you. It's like,
or your shit is
how
trash.
Come I don't have to, or your shit's trash because you believe in a certain thing, or believe something, or think a certain way. Like, me and Julio don't agree on everything. You know what I mean? No. I'm sure there's things that we think differently about as well. Probably certain things about religion, which we're not going to get into because that's just has nothing to do with our podcast whatsoever.
That's a never-ending conversation, you know what I mean?
But and just like in science and just different things and the government and conspiracies, right?
The whole point is
we don't always agree on everything, but we're still friends and we still appreciate each other.
Because I can still talk to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't have to agree with somebody about everything in order to like them. And just because they have a differing opinion than you don't have to shit on their whole fucking life. On Instagram, everybody's tough behind a keyboard too.
It's keyboard warriors, man.
It's ridiculous, man.
Who is it? Fucking, I think Tyson kind of said it best when he goes, everybody's a plan until you get punched in the face. That's the problem. Thing, that's the problem.
People aren't getting punched in the face.
There's not enough ass whoopings because you know why? There's
people aren't learning as kids either.
Nah,
you know what I mean? People aren't learning as kids or not growing up. We live in a safe space neighbor.
But you know what though? Some of those Xbox chat rooms were too much. I think that breeded a different type of fucking animal, man. Those PlayStation Network conversations that you would have.
Oh yeah, they were brutal, man.
Whip somebody's ass.
Hey, but it's fun. I look back on it, I'm like, that was fun. That was all like sports.
That's the thing though that we came
sports and like
we came up on that.
Competitiveness.
We came up, yeah, exactly.
I didn't really hate that guy that killed me in my Halo match. You know what I mean? I might have been like, oh fuck, you know, you asshole, or you this, or you that. But at the end of the day, I don't really hate the guy.
I think that's the problem though. That too many people kind of went away from that. Not enough people are getting their ass whooped. I got brought up in a time where if you talk your shit, you better back it up. Yeah. And I could tell you for a long time, I was a dick. I didn't care. I mad dogged a lot of people. I got my ass whooped a handful of times, and I said that's enough. I started lifting weights. I started trying to do different little things, and I then learned to avoid a situation. Yeah. But sometimes it happens though. Sometimes it's
I'm not about that in my time, in my age now, in my era, in my just time now. I'm
senior
not
citizen, you know.
Senior citizen. No, I'm just kidding. But like,
he's
I'm not about all like the bullshit, man, and then the cruelty and the hatefulness and the negativity.
I think
Life
we
is
just
so goddamn short, man.
I think we gotta have fun. I think we gotta be able to talk to each other. Whether I don't like certain things that he might do, I should be able to tell him, hey, guess what's up, man to man. I should be able to talk to you.
This is how I feel,
or woman to man, whatever he identifies with, and me.
Attack chopper to gopher.
Yeah, but the whole point is that there's just a lot of bans. There's a lot of content.
And I don't know. Bringing it back to the emoji thing, we're banning emojis now. What world do we live in that we gotta ban emojis? I mean, it just seems ridiculous to do.
Some of the best conversations were had off emojis.
It's just another like I said, another form of get in line. This is what we're doing. This is what we have to do. Are we not flagging and shadow banning people for the most ridiculous reasons? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Banning this and banning that. Which, speaking of, did you hear Massachusetts is trying to ban the word bitch?
Yeah, I don't see how that's gonna happen, bitch.
What?
Because
bitch, I mean, why?
What? So you're telling me Too Short can't ever come perform there?
Yeah.
What's my favorite word?
True.
Bitch. Like, come on now.
That's true.
You don't want Too Short in Massachusetts?
Dude, if you're banning the B word, like,
there's some girls.
Can't have any hip hop
not even that. Not even just hip hop. Since there was that whole sexual talk. There's some people that prefer to be called certain words. They're in certain. So are you telling me in the heat of the moment, I'm in Massachusetts just fucking stroking, and she says, "Call me this," and I'm like, nah, they banned it. I can't say it.
I'm sorry, I cannot call you that.
I'll call you Massachusetts.
What a turnoff. You know what I mean?
Before I shoot shit,
yes.
The whole point is,
who's your B word?
Man.
Who's your B word?
Come on now.
Not to mention it's a violation of the First Amendment, is it not?
Yeah, very much so. But I think that's the problem, that people try to, not so much scapegoat, but people try to blame it on this. Like, well, I said this because I have the right to say this. Yes, but you know what? Start backing that shit up.
But it's just like, what? We're banning.
Plain and simple.
We're banning more words again, and I mean, it's just like people are. Oh my God, I'm so offended.
They're limiting likes. They're
That's not gonna work out. I don't think it's gonna work
for
out.
fucking emojis.
Don't we have to vote on these kind of things?
You do when you sign the user agreement forms.
No, I'm talking about like if they're gonna ban a word, a state or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't they have to like vote?
But guess what though? Not enough people do though.
Oh.
Or don't pay attention to it, or
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
it's like-
it doesn't get as much media attention. I know I got my shout out to Reebok.
good. I don't
They
know if we can
sponsored
see
the
it.
socks and the fucking pants, but
it's like, I mean, like
What
people are so sensitive. I don't know who decided this, but if it's like collectively a people and not like just the government,
so how about those people stop using the word bitch?
No, but what I'm getting to is like people are like, oh my god, I'm so offended by this, I'm so offended by that. We live in an offended culture. Everyone is offended. I'm sure people are gonna watch this episode and be very turned off.
Yeah,
this will probably be our lowest
liked.
Yeah, probably because of the certain things that we're talking about. That's if it doesn't get some sort of flag or banned on YouTube on top of it.
I squirted on myself.
Dude, that happened to me last episode.
It has lemon, so it fucking burns,
that
man.
sucks. But like we're banning words now, but then like people are so offended by this, so offended by that, and blah 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 blah. But then they jump in their car and they put on that fucking that Kanye song with who is it? Lil Peep, Lil Xan, Lil whatever. Little tiny dick, like you're such a fucking hoe. I love it, and like people are offended by so much shit, but they're sitting there like, oh fuck yeah, I am a hoe.
Which if you want to talk, that was kind of a little Mario like, since you want to talk about shit like that though, I mean, I just find it funny that you're gonna like Kanye's. I don't know. I don't want to say, what's the word? Point is, they're gonna like Kanye for being such a fucking negative person in one sense, and you gotta make him seem fucking crazy. I mean, he did go off the rails.
He is
a little
bit
crazy
with certain things, but I respect Kanye,
He
man.
did go off the rails a bit, but at the end of the day, he's still a fucking amazing producer. He did make some good fucking music.
Yes.
There's no denying that.
Not at all.
But am I gonna call his gospel album a rap album? That's not a rap album.
No, it's not a rap album at all.
No, it's not. And that just gets back to the whole thing.
But again, I didn't listen to it, so
garbage.
Yeah. But I mean, I know since I said I brought up the Kanye song, but I'm just saying
that's
like
the whole
people
thing,
are
though,
trying
that
to
he
ban
said,
words.
that he said bitch in that fucking song. So okay, so Kanye can't go to Massachusetts. Too Short can't go to Massachusetts.
No, but nobody
can
screw do anything. Movies.
I can't screw somebody in Massachusetts and then call her a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's just ridiculous.
You guys are getting a little bit too far into it.
But my point though is like we live in such a sensitive and offended world where people are offended by words and this
I'm
and
offended.
That.
I'm offended by the fact.
Listen to the music that you're rapping, that you're going to clubs and that you're doing, like, and you're not offended by that, but then you're offended by somebody giving their opinion on politics or gays or transgenders or whatever. Like you're offended by these things. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm offended by the fact that somebody's offended me saying bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
How about that?
Man.
So
whatever. Let's wrap it up with a couple. We're gonna jump into the Hollywood thing real quick, man. I got some Hollywood thing I want to talk about. So, we'll wrap up this episode on a lighter note since we jumped into a lot of shit. We'll talk about a little bit what we usually talk about. Did you hear? I don't know if you heard, man. Hollywood, I don't know, as a whole, there's a company, I don't know, whatever. They're labeling it as Hollywood is going to use the likeness of James Dean through CGI for new movies. And then these executives are excited to do it for other dead actors and actresses. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, they're literally going to make, a movie starring James Dean, even though he's dead. It's all CGI.
That's fucked up.
That's ridiculous, right?
Hey, you know what, though? I'll see a Heath Ledger come back.
Nah, man, I think it's bullshit, dude. I think it's disrespectful as all hell, especially to like the family too.
It is, yeah.
And to the actor and his legacy.
That's where I was gonna go to, because not only
it's not gonna be that person's acting.
Not there to defend himself. Yeah. That person's not there to say otherwise, or even give you kind of just like a like Joaquin and Heath and all the greats have done before. Mm-hmm. They've been able to explain to you, this fucked me up when I was doing this, or this got me into the mode of this character, or even Shia LaBeouf was like, hey, you know, I'm like this because I did these things. Yeah. All we're gonna get is like, hey, I know I'm not alive, but watch my new movie.
It doesn't even make sense, dude, because it's like it's gonna be another actor with probably the stuff on it, right? The little thing that they could do the CGI. It's another actor acting. It's not that person.
What then happens to that actor that did a good fucking job? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he'll get the recognition of some sort.
Yeah, but still,
it's not the same thing.
You're the guy who played a dead guy who who it's not even like we're making a movie or a biography about that person. We're just using his looks because everybody responded well to it.
I think it's disrespectful as hell. It's not something that should be happening. Just like the holograms when they did the hologram of Tupac, whatever. I mean, I guess I didn't think it was that great. And now they're doing a whole Whitney Houston tour based off her hologram. You don't know what that actor or actress or musician would have wanted. Maybe they don't want this, bro.
They fucked that
Maybe
up.
they don't want to do this. Maybe they're not interested in this, especially when it comes to the acting. You don't know, would that actor have or actress truly taken that role? Would they have wanted to star in this movie? No. You know what I'm saying? I think it's ridiculous, dude. Let's wrap up this episode with some Marvel talk, yeah?
Yeah. So, you know what? Something that we do every week, something that we kind of like to shout out other people's stuff that we're interested in. We always do a whole cosplay of the week.
Cosplay of the week?
And for me, this was an easy fucking pick. This company is based out of Toronto, Canada. And again, I might
free
butcher
healthcare, eh?
That's not a bad idea.
I don't know what the hell accent that was.
Not Canadian. The whole point is I might butcher the name, but you can follow them on Instagram. It's called Aries Legacy Creations. We'll tag them up here in case I butchered it. Anyways,
it's probably up on the screen.
And they had a really sick fucking Carnage cosplay.
Yeah, I like the Venom one too.
Yeah, so they have a bunch of different stuff. Like, you know, I really like the work that they fucking did. Yeah. You could tell they take their time into it. They're a costume design and like fabricator, parent company of Toronto Iron Man. So you know,
shout out to them. That shit is sick, dude. Yeah. And as you know, we're big on Venom and everything.
And I'm excited for Carnage, but not Woody.
Which speaking, Tom Hardy tweeted out some artwork about Venom and Carnage, and in the tweet it was kind of like a cryptic tweet, and it said that Venom 2 was gonna be rated R, I guess. Again, like the first one.
Yeah, and I think it should be because you're introducing Carnage, and Carnage wasn't a friendly guy.
It's gotta be rated R.
Yeah, come on now.
Last episode we talked a lot about the streaming services. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Did you hear that? If you want to watch future Marvel movies,
you're gonna have to
pay for them to make
Disney
sense.
Plus.
You're gonna have to pay for Disney Plus and watch the Marvel series.
To keep up with all the stuff.
To keep up with everything and to understand everything. And so, the Scarlet Witch and Vision series is going to be connected to the Doctor Strange multiverse movie. And now they announced that the Loki series, which, spoiler alert for any of those that haven't seen Endgame, he's alive in a different... It's the 2012, I think, version of Loki. So he's still like a villain.
Yeah, which I fucking love Loki as a villain.
And... he's still like a hardcore villain. You know?
Because it was a different time.
It was a different time in that.
If you've paid attention or if you saw Endgame, point is that Strange went through a bunch of different fucking scenarios and ways that it could have worked.
That was an Infinity War. And then in Endgame, they went back in time.
Yeah.
They time traveled, and then Loki grabbed
that's because Strange went through the different
ways
it different
but
scenarios.
I'm saying about Loki though, he grabbed the Tesseract and fucking disappeared. And so the Loki series that's coming to Disney Plus as well is going to be connected to Doctor Strange. So both the Scarlet Witch and Vision series and the Loki series are both connected to Doctor Strange.
They're basically
so you got to watch those for Doctor Strange to make 100% sense.
They're basically just trying to force you to pay for Disney Plus, which I think a lot of us were going to do anyways.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch them, that's just the way it's going to work.
I'm going to watch it
direction they're taking now.
Which brings it to She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, and Moon Knight being some of the new series. I wouldn't say Avengers. We don't know if they're going to be Avengers yet, but new series that are going to be on Disney Plus. And
I guess it depends on who plays them too, right? That's gonna be a big thing.
People are rallying for Moon Knight to be Shia LaBeouf.
Okay,
I'm down with it.
I'm down because I want to see a Shia LaBeouf in something like this.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of good indie work.
I'm down with it, dude.
He's been doing a lot of good indie work. He's been doing a lot of different stuff, which is good, man. I love it.
I think that's dope. And obviously, I'm assuming if we have a She-Hulk, Mark Ruffalo will be appearing in that. I'm guaranteeing it. Not to mention that
because they had the whole thing, you know. So it's gonna have to.
She-Hulk, he's got to be in it.
Yeah.
Not to mention Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk, and Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Creative, whatever. they discussed Hulk becoming a mentor to the young Avengers.
Which would make sense because he kind of took the role where he kind of
Professor
backed
Hulk.
off. Yeah, he kind of backed off the whole anger thing and you know, like Hulk smash and all that shit. So it's kind of gonna guide them into like, hey, don't do this.
I think so.
This is where we should go.
I think that'll be dope. Are you
Kinda
excited
like,
for the Falcon and keeping with the whole series that are coming to MCU? Falcon and Winter Soldier. It started filming.
You know what though?
I've seen set photos.
I like Winter Soldier. I like Falcon too. I'm big fans of it. It's just gonna matter what direction they take it in.
I think it's gonna be dope, man. Which
potentially
it was originally reported that I think we talked about it in a previous episode that Chris Evans was gonna come as Old Man Rogers, as Old Man Steve Rogers. On Falcon and Winter Soldier. But then he was asked about returning to Cap, and he said, "quote It's not a hard no, but it's not an eager yes either."
In other words, cut that check. Make sure it's a good check, or give me something good enough that I'm gonna see potential out of.
He mentioned that he loved playing it, but he wanted to step out as an actor and become a director more. He wanted to do more directing. Nah, I think it's a passion.
That's money.
I think it's a passion.
That's money right there.
I think it's a passion, dude. I think that's dope, though. You know what I mean?
Would you rather be the boss or the fucking worker? Regardless, he's paid, so I get that. But maybe his passion has gone into directing more. Yeah. But that's also showing that he still has interest in playing it.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. Rounding out this episode, real quick, I got one question for you. Did you watch Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix?
No.
You didn't watch it?
Yes.
You did watch it?
No.
Into the Spider. Did it come out in theaters?
Yes.
I only saw it on Netflix, but they announced Part 2 is coming.
Yeah, I'm down with it, dude. I watch it because my little nephew loves Spider-Man. We have so much Spider-Man shit for him.
2022 though.
Yeah. Waiting too long.
It's a long time. Well, you see it.
I'm not saying that
you didn't see all the work that went into it. Oh, okay. When you saw all the work, it's a lot of hard work.
No, it is,
but that goes into it.
It is, but at the same time, we're fucking waiting too long. I'm not saying you have to drop something every couple months, but when you're waiting, we're fucking 2019. Well, fuck, we're ending 2019 already, man. This is November.
It's over.
We fucking blink.
2020, dude. Another decade gone.
Still, that puts us roughly 2 years out.
Another new decade, man.
That puts us
Hopefully
roughly 2 years
things change. Hopefully we stop being so sensitive in this decade. Stop banning all kinds of things. Stop being so offended. Start letting people have their opinions again and still being okay with it because people are allowed different opinions.
I think we need to go back to ass whoopings too.
Maybe we'll get a little bit of ass whoopings. Yeah. Maybe we'll have better music.
As long as I'm not getting my ass whooped.
Julio, let them know where they can find you, bro.
They can find me at G_Escobar90_ because I like my underscore. So make sure you underscore those underscores.
Put an underscore after the underscore, before the underscore, in the middle of the underscore. You can find me at IGHateChazzy on Instagram.
Because
you can find us as a whole
at
the Side Project Podcast on Instagram. And check us out. We're on Twitter. We're kind of on there. We're doing a couple things on there at Side Project
making some
Pod.
big moves, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, because we totally don't care about any of that. We don't care. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, hit us up. Let us know what your comments and opinions and things in the comments and hit us up.